Hey guys, good morning. Good morning, people. I hope you can hear me. If you can, kindly type in yes in the chat box. Hi, everyone. This will be a new live reading session by Giottus, and let's explore. Let's see what's going on in the markets. What has happened since the last 24 to 48 hours, where Bitcoin has been, and what is the expected price action that the markets might show up in the next 24 hours. So let's accordingly plan the trades and let's figure out what's going to happen maybe in the second half today, right? So as we always do, so let's start off with Bitcoin, right? So let's try to analyze what's going on with BTC right now. So first of all, Bitcoin yesterday started moving in the morning itself, right? At around 9:30, and from 9:30 to around I'd say, you know till the next 12 to 16 hours, the market moved and made a high of approximately 74,000, right? 74k has been the short term top. I mean, of course, following this consolidation, and there is now a small correction which can be observed from 74 back to 72,000. Now, clearly, what can be seen is if the price starts going back upwards again and closes above 74,000, then the next target is going to be 76,700, right? So something like this. This is what we are expecting from BTC if the price comes back above 74,000, it closes above 74 and hits 76,500 eventually, right? Now, there is a good chance of this happening, but again, a simple advice would be just do not go long until and unless we have a closing above 74,000. Okay, this is on BTC. Next is Ethereum. Right? So, when it comes to Ethereum, Ethereum is also having a similar sort of price action. So, 2200 is has been the short term top, right? And if the price closes above 2200 again, clearly it's going to move upwards, right? And most likely the next major target would be 2320 as per the previous resistances. So you can see the next target to be around 2280 for and that will be followed by 23 400 more or less, right? So this is what can be observed from Ethereum. Next, straight up, let's go to Hyperliquid. So, Hyperliquid has also been performing pretty well in this bear market situation, right? And if you see Hyperliquid, so the short term top is again at 33.6. And keep an eye, guys, it might just blast and close above 33.6. And if it does, the next target is going to be $38. Okay. So this is also a pretty good setup. It's just that the market is spending some time here. It might go down again just to capture all this liquidity around 30 zone. But do keep an eye on this because there is a high chance that Hyperliquid might just give a good breakout. Okay. Then we have Solana, and Solana's price action is again very much similar to what we have seen in BTC. So BTC again, if it closes above 74, then there is a high chance of the movement continuing. And when it comes to Solana, the same level can be translated to around $94, right? So above $94, if it does close above 94, the next target is of course going to be $100, because it is a psychological round number, and that will be followed by $106. Okay, hope this is clear. So that is Solana. Okay, the next that we have is BNB. So BNB's price action is pretty much similar again, right? Now, crypto is more or less done, because see, we have covered most of the coins, most of the blue chips, and they all have the same pattern which is repeating, right? So let's now go to PAX G, which is PAX Gold, right? Which is basically the gold contract, right? So you can see gold is sort of becoming slightly sideways. So if you check on the daily time frame, so gold rejected this 5450 mark pretty strongly, and now it is trading at around the 5150 zone, right? Here, what can actually happen is, if on hourly or on any time frame, if gold doesn't do great, if gold doesn't hold pretty well, then there is a chance that if gold closes below 5100, then the next target is going to be $5,000, right? Good chance of this happening. Near 5,000, we also happen to have a nice demand zone, right? And this can be a nice trade to look at. So if price closes below 5100, it should come to $5,000 around, right? So you can have a look on this chart as per your maybe analysis. You can have a trade which gets done here. So I'm talking about a short, okay? And for those traders who wish to enter this ahead of time, then they can enter at the current price as well, with a stop loss just above 2240. 2240, okay? So above 2240, just a second, I think I lost my screen share. So above 2240 is the stop loss. Target is around $5,000, which is pretty decent, I would say. So $100 stop loss for a $150 target. Okay, that is gold for you guys. Definitely do watch out. This is one of those charts which actually follow price action pretty well. Okay, so yes, great, great. Hi Ravi, hi Prabhakaran, hi. How are you guys doing? How is trading going on, guys? So just make the session a little more interactive, guys, those who are watching, because of course I would want to hear from you. What do you feel about the markets? And also do share your views, right? Ethereum, Prabhakaran, I have shared the view on this Ethereum. So it is basically the market, if it closes above 2200, then there is a good chance of it continuing upwards. So it can be BTC, it can be Ethereum. Anything can actually eventually close above 2400 or the respective levels. For BTC, it is 74,000, and the movement should actually continue. Meanwhile, as per Giottus team, I think have already been notified about this. But just to mention again, so if you start off your trading journey with Giottus, So you basically do one simple thing. You deposit 1,000 rupees and you take a trade with that 1,000 rupees at 10x leverage on BTC. Maybe you can trade one of those setups which I have shared, maybe the gold setup. So 1,000 rupees into 10x leverage is basically 10,000 rupees of a long or short position, which is very small. So you can very well start off by placing this trade. And if you do this, you get a reward of 500 rupees. Okay. So, guys, please go ahead and place your first trade on Giottus. It will give you some great, rewards. That's one. And secondly, obviously, you will be able to learn and understand the platform in a good way. Right. What's my view on Hyperliquid, Hype USDT? I've already shared this. Okay. So, Hyperliquid again. So if it closes above 33.6, then there is a good chance of it continuing towards $38. Pretty high chance, and that's basically the setup. Okay, so something like this. All right. Any other queries, guys? Any other queries from anyone? Any other questions, guys? So let me quickly share the trades again, as I have said, one by one. So one signal is ATH, and this is a long signal. The remember the entry range has to be 2200, 2220. Okay. So of course closing above 2200. All right. So let me quickly check what's going on. Yeah. So 2200. Stop loss 2090. 2090, and then the target will be 2340. Okay. Leverage 7x, breakout above 20. What? Resistance. Okay. So I'll post the signal. So you can see the entry criteria is clearly mentioned. So if it breaks above 2200, then we are essentially taking the trade. All right. So pretty obvious and pretty simple setup to actually look at. That's one of the traits. And secondly, yes, guys, that's basically it for now because see, we can't force any setup as per the current market situation. If the market manages to close above the mentioned zones, then it will do pretty well. So accordingly, we will do one thing: we will place our positions that way. Okay, guys. So that's basically it, guys. Okay. So I hope the session was insightful. We have covered a lot of things, but yeah. Yes. Hi, Dayalan. Hi. How are you? So as I said, the entry zone will be above 2200. Okay. So if price closes above $2,200, then only enter this particular trade. Before that, do not enter. Okay. Please keep that in mind. All right. Hope it is clear. So, thank you so much, guys, for joining in, and hope this session was insightful. So, we will continue this in the next session tomorrow at 11:30. So, make sure you attend. And uh, with that said, thank you so much. See you all in the next session. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. 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 Have a nice day.